I'd like to talk about Democratic talking points, these topics, these themes that they use, but they seem to be divorced from reality. They went on right to Obamacare, Affordable Care Act, that's all that matters.
The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally.
And then the government was shut down and now it's open. Has anybody heard anybody talk about the Affordable Care Act? I haven't. Epstein files. So he releases them. And what does it show? Exactly what everybody knew and what the Democrats themselves knew. Did they say, we're sorry, we cooked this all up, there was nothing in the files? No. So don't pay any attention to Epstein files, Obamacare, Trump's MRI. These are all just excuses. Hello, this is Victor Davis Hanson for the Daily Signal. I'd like to talk about Democratic talking points. By that I mean these memes, these topics, these themes that they use, but they seem to be divorced from reality. Take the Epstein files. Remember Epstein files, got to have the Epstein files released. They all said that Trump was hiding things. And rational people said the Democratic administration had the files for 4 years. Given what they had done to Trump with lawfare, you would have thought that if there was anything incriminating, they would have released it. And then, of course, there were rumors that 80% to 90% of the people mentioned in the files were Democrats. And then there was also an investigation through leaks that Donald Trump ostracized Jeffrey Epstein. And here's the key point. Before he was convicted of sexual crime. So there was nothing there. And yet, as soon as Trump comes in, Epstein files. So he releases them. And what does it show? Exactly what everybody knew and what the Democrats themselves knew. Did they say, we're sorry, we cooked this all up, there was nothing in the files? No. They went on right to Obamacare, Affordable Care Act, let's shut down the government. Republicans will not give us all this money, multi-billion-dollar subsidies. And then people said, well, it was, come on, you guys, you publicize it as the new health care plan. Only 25 million Americans are in it, a small fraction. It doesn't work. You yourself said that they needed subsidies and you were willing to put a time limit on it. And the subsidies ran out and they weren't even enough. It's just constant. This isn't the issue. Yes, it is. Affordable Care Act, that's all that matters, Affordable Care. And then the government was shut down for the longest time in history, 40 days, and now it's open. Has anybody heard anybody talk about the Affordable Care Act? I haven't. And then it was Trump's health. He's got spots on his arms. He has cankles. He's limping. He looks bad. He's losing his mind. Everybody said, wait. You people hid the demonstrable cognitive decline of Joe Biden for 4 years with a very strange White House media conspiracy. Now you're suggesting that Trump is not non-compos mentis, but he just took a health exam, an MRI body scan. No, he's cognitive decline. So and then he releases it. It shows that he's in perfect health for someone his age. Does anybody talk about Trump's health? No. And then it's affordability. That's what it's all about, affordability. Well, wait a minute. During the Biden administration, there was a cumulative inflation of 21%. That averages out to 5.2% per year. When Donald Trump came in January 20th, 2025, it had dipped to 3%, but given all the things that Trump has done, it's still 3%. He has not increased inflation. He has brought in $10 trillion at least of foreign investment. There's going to be enormous stimuli next year as far as oil and gas production at record levels, the big beautiful bills, deregulation, tax cuts, and Do we hear about affordability? Not really. I mean, there's no real issue. The inflation rate is lower this year than in any year on average of the Biden administration. And it's going to get better next year. So what am I trying to get at? What's going on? Why do they fixate on these themes and then they just drive it? And the fact is, there are acts of commission and omission. They feel that they can create chaos. They can make people angry. They can bomb Tesla dealerships. They can shut down the government. They can stop ICE. They can tell soldiers to disobey orders. But that's a negative message. What is omitted? That's the committed message. But what is omitted? Do they say, here's my alternate plan for immigration. I want 1 million, 2 million, 3 million illegal. I want to go back to the Biden 2 million illegal aliens a year. I want nothing. Obamacare, here's how we're going to solve it so we don't need subsidies. A, B, C, nothing. Trump's health. Let's have an annual, we introduce legislation that every president has to have an annual physical every year and everything has to be transparent. If that had been true, Biden would have been 25th Amendment the first year of his term. Do they have a crime initiative? Do they have a foreign policy initiative? Do they have any initiative? No. So what they try to do is A, create chaos. So we'll all lay down in the fetal position, say, please stop it. I don't want it. Or they're going to talk about affordability without ever mentioning it. That under their auspices, the DEI, the ESG, the Green New Deal, it was all regulate, restrict, slow down, and we had 21% inflation, we had low GDP. Do we want to go back to that? So they don't talk about it. So don't pay any attention to Epstein files, Obamacare, Trump's MRI, affordability. These are all just excuses for the absence of 51% on the issues and a lack of a systematic, comprehensive, alternate agenda that they can present to Donald Trump. That all this is absurd does not mean it doesn't work. We have a candidate who in Virginia, running for Attorney General, said that he wanted his opponent dead and his children dead, and he won. He won. We had a candidate for the mayoral race who said he wanted to seize the means of production, and Mondami won. We have all of these races where crazy things happen, but that doesn't mean that we have to accept them as not crazy. They're crazy, and don't pay any attention to them because it's just an excuse for the lack of a serious agenda. Thank you very much. Victor Davis Hanson for the Daily Signal. Thank you for tuning in to the Daily Signal. Please like, share, and subscribe to be notified for more content like this. You can also check out my own website at victorhanson.com and subscribe for exclusive features in addition.